Glad to have you back now. This is Business Breakfast coming to you live from our studios here in Lagos, Nigeria's commercial capital. Go straight to the second conversation now. Digital payments in Nigeria have surged more than fivefold since 2014, hitting to $156 billion by 2019, equivalent of 105 trillion naira. More so, others are investing in dollar-denominated assets like dollar savings products and U.S. equities through fintech platforms. The total has risen sharply from 223 billion naira. That's equivalent of $541.7 million in 2016 to 1.4 trillion in 2020. So with the rampant inflation and the continuous decline in the value of the naira, Nigerians have been seeking out better ways to increase value for their money, including fintech enabled savings and investment. In October 2020, a U.S. payment giant Stripe paid over $200 million to acquire Paystack, and Tiger Global Value Flutterwave at $1 billion in March 2021, an indication of the many unseen opportunities in the Nigeria fintech space. All right, Tola Joseph Adugbagbe is a fintech expert and founder Crypto Masterclass. He joins me via the telephone. Thank you for your time, Tola, for joining me on Business Breakfast.
You're welcome.
Now, the fintech space in Nigeria is said to have grown significantly, attracting millions of dollars from foreign investors. So what do you think we have going for us in Nigeria?
All right, there are several things, but I would like to mention just few. Number one has to do with the power of diaspora. Now, almost, or let me say an average Nigerian has someone in diaspora that wants to send money home. And as you know, there has to be a platform to send money home. These people sending money home from different countries can only be done via fintech. They can't just send money via it has to be done via fintech. And so for the fact that there needs to be platforms to do this, that's why we have so much investors interested in the Nigerian marketplace. So just take for instance, if you look at let's say the real estate industry in Lagos, for instance, you will agree with me that an average house owner will tell you they've worked years overseas before coming back home. So there is need for Nigerians to work abroad to bring money home. And this money they bring home is being sent via fintech either to their assemblies or to anyone to help them, build homes, build businesses and all that. So these are the things that have been attracting investors to build fintech platforms like mobile apps and all that. Another thing is the innovative banking system. As we all know, the traditional way of banking is already going out of date. These days, you and I can transact money without going to the bank. I can't remember the last time I was in a bank to transact money, and I've been transacting money since the last time I've been in the bank to date, every day. And aside using any of these physical banks, we now have mobile banking. In some parts of Africa, we have what they call mobile money, which all you need to carry out transactions is just your SIM card and the application. And of course, there are other benefits attached to all these platforms. If I put money in any of these old banks that are not innovative, let's say savings accounts, there probably won't be any form of reward for me. But for this new digital banking system, for the fact that you even save money daily, there is a reward. We have mobile apps now that as you save money daily, you get interest on your savings. So these things have attracted consumers or customers, and in return it have made investors wanting to venture into the Nigeria fintech space.
Interesting stuff there, Tola. But let's look at, you talk about the fact that the conventional way of banking seems to be fading out. Of course, in this evolution, the banks are part of it. They are not they don't work in isolation. How much do you think the bank is catching out, or cashing out rather, in these opportunities?
The fact remains that the banks may be innovative, but I will tell you it's actually few of them. Just take for instance, there are financial transaction platforms whereby you can acquire a virtual ATM card. A virtual ATM card. You and I know that if we want to acquire an ATM card from any of these old banking system, we spend countless hours in the bank on the queue just to acquire them. But with this virtual ATM card, it is done within few minutes, and you get them. You get your virtual ATM card. Not all the banks in Nigeria are innovative yet. I mean, just for small dispense error, you still need to be in the bank to complain. You want to open an account, same thing they've been asking for many years. It's what they will ask you. Bring your NEPA bill, your utility bill, your photograph. Then what happens to the data attached to our BVN in the first place if I am to keep providing all these things? There is no gain saying that few of our banks are taking towards this innovation, which I applaud them for that, but not all of them. Not all of them. I mean, it is what we can see. But I think they are catching up slowly, or hopefully there will be more speed, to catch up faster.
Okay, Tola, just hold on a moment. We're going to continue, but just stay on, stay online. We'll take a break, and we'll be back in a moment. Please stay with us.
Market, just make you go buy fresh palm fruits. When you reach house, you go wash, you go pound, your body go dey pain you, even your fingernails go dey pain you. But make una no worry, make una relax. I get good news for una. Una don hear of Banga fresh palm fruit extract. All you need to do now, make you go for the open am. Take the amount wey you want, put am for your pot. Which soup you wan make? Shey na egusi, shey na ogbono, shey na vegetable, shey na banga. My sister no waste time again. My brother no waste time again. Just go buy Banga fresh palm fruit extract. They go know say you sabi cook and you be better cook.
Banga, come make your food yummy yum.
Distributors needed nationwide. Phone number 081 63 974447. 08035644436 07066638213. Banga fresh palm fruit extract.
Glad to have you back now. If you just join us, this is Business Breakfast coming to you live from our studios here in Lagos, Nigeria's commercial capital. So we've been talking about the Nigeria fintech space, the opportunities and prospects here. So Tola Joseph Adugagbe is a crypto expert, fintech expert rather, and founder Crypto Masterclass. Thank you for your time and for holding on there. You were talking about the fact that the some banks are still not catching up, just few of them. How much do you think these banks who are not catching up in this evolution are losing out? And what becomes of the future of fintech going forward?
The fact remains that the banks actually work because customers are transacting. I'm a trained business person. If you have a business running, and you always need to fund that business from another source if that business is not yielding income. After the speculated time frame to break even and start making money. If that business is not yielding income, it doesn't matter if you are the richest in the world. You just have to wind down that business. It happened with Dangote. He had to wind down his tomato factory because it was not yielding any profit. So for these banks that are not cashing up, I believe that by the time they observe that they are losing out so much, they won't have any other reasons than to scale. They just have to scale. Anyway, if they want to hire good IT guys to help them scale, they just have to scale in order to attract customers. I think that's the way going forward. I'm not saying the banks will disappear. No, the banks we used to have 20 years ago, the way the banks used to operate have changed a lot. But the fact remains that in today's fintech reality, our banks, majority of them are still far behind. So what I believe that moving forward, they will just have to scale and catch up.
You talked about, earlier, you talked about the fact that there are platforms online that Nigerians are taking advantage of. We understand that one of them, of course, is Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, which has become part of a fintech space in Nigeria. Why so much of the crave for these platforms?
Okay. One thing is cryptocurrencies go beyond just being virtual currencies. In fact, we can put them in three categories. They serve as currency, which means they can be spent. Take for instance, if I want to travel to let's say Dubai, for instance, and I need to book an hotel ahead of me landing in Dubai, I will just go to a site that supports me booking my flight tickets or hotel accommodation in cryptocurrency, and I do that. Now, me doing this means that I have transacted or acquired a service without the intervention of the bank. So the bank might have lost out on making commission. That's one. So number two, these cryptocurrencies, they will serve as a store of value, far better than what we've had in history. The end of last decade, according to the American Bank Securities, at the beginning of the decade, $1 worth of Bitcoin, as at the end of the decade, was worth more than $90,000. Don't take my word for it. You can just check online. At the beginning of the decade, $1, and at the end of the decade, worth more than $90,000. Now, don't let me even go too far. Just last year, I posted on Facebook that with what we are seeing in the financial market, it is time for my audience to start considering buying Bitcoin, Ethereum, and of course, the US dollar. Now, let's even leave Bitcoin aside. Out of this, let's leave the dollar rate out of this. Let's look at Ethereum, because Ethereum is a very controversial cryptocurrency. As at March last year, I posted a screenshot when Ethereum went up to $120. I was telling people, start buying, guys. Ethereum 2.2 is coming. The fundamentals are so huge. As of today, the price of one Ethereum is more than $4,000. If you look at the ROI since March last year till now, it is more than 34x. There is no investment program in the world that will guarantee you even 100%. There is no investment program, but this is more than 34x of what it is. So these are the things that are attracting Nigerians into the blockchain industry, into the crypto space.
Okay.
When someone like us go out there to tell the youth that, hey, it is not about doing fraud. There are also better way of making money, and we teach them to understand. They'll be like, oh, so money can be made virtually, and it is very interesting. Just look at the crypto market this morning. Look at, I bought Solana worth $2,000 as I'm just a few days ago. As I'm talking to you right now, I have gained more than $400 profit on it.
Let me quickly come in here, Tola.
altcoins.
The concern here, of course, you and I were aware that the CBN came up and banned commercial banks from trading these currencies. I mean, even though you have explained that it holds more value than any investment instrument out there, why did you think CBN banned cryptocurrency, trading of cryptocurrency by commercial banks?
Yes, the fact remains that is what I said earlier. People in diaspora, just take for instance, someone is in the UK and they want to send money home. They want to send money to me. So I will just tell them that, use your debit card to acquire USDT. USDT is a stable coin just like the US dollar. Then send to me via the blockchain. I get that in my wallet. This will happen within space of minutes. I don't need to leave the point I am before I get the money. And I don't need to even go anywhere before I liquidate it into fiat. Now, this admiration concerns, from CBN on how Nigerians are hijacking their own business. The fact remains that the government is very powerful. The government can decide to shut down our access into the cryptocurrency exchanges, same way they've done with Twitter. They are so powerful. But the fact remains that there is no government in the world, not even the Chinese great firewall, can stop or kill cryptocurrency. It is very powerful. The only way that can be done is to shut down the internet itself, which is almost impossible. So that's just a concern. It is the Western Union business is no longer booming. There was a time that they won't borrow the change. They said Bitcoin is almost killing Naira because it's like their business is no longer moving. So I think that's one of the major reasons.
Interesting. Now, because of our time, like you said, that no one can stop cryptocurrency and it has come to stay. Recently, we've seen the exchange-traded fund of cryptocurrency already listed on New York Stock Exchange. Yeah, that it's to show that it has come to stay. But let's look at the future of financial technology, which is fintech in Nigeria. Give us in terms of value, monetary value now, what are we putting it as we wrap up now?
That's going to be very huge because I can't actually estimate that. You know why? I'm seeing our banks coming to service cryptocurrency. So it will be very dicey to evaluate that. It is going to be very massive. The banks are coming. There is no doubt.
Are you saying that the central bank may lift that ban on commercial banks from trading cryptocurrency?
The fact remains that the ban may be lifted, but what I see is for these banks to still be in business and become more profitable. They just have to embrace cryptocurrency transactions. They will serve as that hub for liquidity. Same way they serve as that hub to accept forex from overseas and then give us Naira. Same way they will serve as hub to accept cryptocurrencies and also give us liquidity. I see them coming. For the fact that there was a giant step towards creating our own digital fiat called e-Naira is a welcome development. For that is actually a sign that a time would come whereby our banks would enable deposit and withdrawal of cryptocurrencies. And not just that. I see the fintech hub. I'm talking about government-powered fintech hub supporting the creation of our own cryptocurrency spot market exchange. So it is very dicey to evaluate, but it is going to be very massive.
So this is where the market is headed. The fintech space in Nigeria is headed.
Of course,
interesting.
That is it. That is where the attention of the financial market is focused at the moment.
It's all right. I mean, Tola, we can't exhaust this discussion in a day. We will bring you back certainly on the program again. But for now, we want to thank you for your time on the program because we're out of time already. Thank you so much, Tola Joseph Fadwege. Is a fintech expert and founder, Crypto Masterclass. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
You've been watching Business Breakfast coming to you live from our studios here in Lagos, Nigeria's commercial capital. Coming up in a moment, the Nigeria equities market increased its traded volume by 57.6% as market capitalization rises by 54.81 billion naira at the close of the market Wednesday. We'll be back in a moment. Please stay with us.